It's a music composition that had started in the form of a score. And this score was a map that I drew of the entire city. And I started placing these different events all over town. And, some of these being noise concerts underneath a bridge, or people singing on rooftops, or musicians at the Nuclear Museum. And all of these events would in some way tell the story of Albuquerque. But really, I think I've been working on this since I was 17 years old. I've been doing performances all over the city, in the West Mesa, under bridges, in abandoned buildings. This is a kind of culmination of not only bringing together some of those sites, but also the people I've been collaborating with in this city for 30 years. There's some things that we have probably never seen in Albuquerque, and one of those would be a trombonist in a hot air balloon circling the North Valley. There'll be people on horseback riding up the ditch on the Bosque Trail, singing every time they encounter somebody. There'll be lowriders driving back and forth on Central, blasting noise. There will be mariachis in a truck driving around in the Los Altos neighborhood, and different people on different rooftops making sound. I just wanted to do something in some of these places. I was thinking of the volcanoes on the West Mesa as being a site. I was thinking of the village of Carnuel on the east side of the city, but also thinking about, those being important parts of Albuquerque's history. And so with the volcanoes or the petroglyph park, those tell a story of the deep time, long history of Albuquerque, or this valley that we live in. And, Carnuel is a place that, has a very rich culture and musical tradition. And so I definitely wanted them to be included in this route. So all of the places, they have significance, not only because I think that, they're places where I would like to see music happen if it's not already happening, but they're also public spaces, and also spaces that, have historical significance. If a music composition can help bring awareness to the events of those sites, or what those sites represent, to me, that's an achievement. Overall, what this piece considers is how cities function. And cities should be places of meeting, of gathering. We have people who come from all over the world to Albuquerque. And so for me, this has become an important project in this time where you're hearing rhetoric of wanting to push people out of cities, push people out of countries. And so we remember that cities are big gathering places because of the exchange of ideas, the exchange of culture, and the exchange of music. I named the score Tiguex because that is the name for the valley to the Tiwa people. And so people from Sandia Pueblo, Isleta Pueblo, had called this valley Tiguex. And of course we have Tiguex Park here in Albuquerque named after that word. And the spelling of that then, through the Spanish language had turned into the spelling that we have today.